Fear is the mind killer, they say, and that would aptly describe my nervousness around a Dune MMORPG being crafted by Funcom. But I will say that the latest trailer for the Dune Awakening MMORPG that's being created has me pretty excited, despite the fact that I am nervous over the company that's actually making it, given that I'm not a fan of survival games and I haven't really liked any of their games in the past. That's not to say they can't create a good game, though, however. So today we're going to be talking about Dune Awakening. We're going to watch the trailer. We're going to go through the trailer. We're going to go to the website. We're going to talk about a few things and kind of walk through, should I be excited for this game or not, based on what we're being presented with so far. So without further ado, if you haven't already watched the trailer for this, I would highly recommend that you go over here to their official YouTube channel at Funcom and take a look at this. I've watched this multiple times, and to be honest with you, it's really,
I
really,
must not
really
fear.
cool from a visual standpoint because they're showing you everything that you want to see from a
Fear is the
highly
mind killer.
CGI'd trailer. We've got some ornithopters. We've got a desert landscape going on here. Um, Obviously, got a guy in a still suit. We can see, oh, we got a sandstorm coming on the horizon. I mean, these are all things that are classic to the Dune experience. And by the way, the recent Dune film, so good, so tasty.
Fear is the little death that brings total
Oh yeah,
obliteration.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Now we're looking down into a pit, and there's a spice hauler gathering spices. Are those birds? Interesting. And of course, that's, oh, yep, we're gonna get eaten. Sandworm, sandworm, sandworm. Oh my god, sandworm. And that looks like it's definitely inspired by the film version of the sandworm that we just saw recently, um, which is kind of cool. I wonder how much of this, because if you watch at the end, there is the Legendary Pictures um, logo on it. So I'm sure there's some crossover with the development teams and the art teams between the film and this game. Interested to see. That looks so well done, though. That right
I
there.
will face my fear.
Quote. We're getting classic
Permit it
quotes
to
from
pass
the
over
book at
and
this
fill
point.
me.
Of course. I mean, is this supposed to be? I mean, is this supposed to be the Muad'Dib? I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming so. It could just be a random Fremen, though. We don't know.
And when it has gone past, I will turn the
Yeah,
inner
yeah,
eye to
yeah.
see its path.
So this is all, very interesting quotes, very flashy CGI trailer, which doesn't honestly give us anything about the gameplay itself. And we have this classic pose. You know there's gonna be a worm that jumps up out of that pit before you even, see it actually coming. It charges in and jumps into the smoke, into
Only
the
I
desert
will remain.
sand. So, Dune Awakening, an open world survival MMO is what it says. I did sign up for the beta, by the way. Hang on. Okay, yeah. Funcom. Legendary. See, we get the film logo at the end, so I wonder how much crossover there's going to be between the two. So, I'm excited because it's Dune, and I love Dune. Here's the funny thing. I am an anti-PvP gamer. I am definitely a Care Bear, but I have said publicly on probably 30 or 40 occasions now that the only game I would probably ever play that would be PvP centric would be a Dune MMO because it would make sense if you were playing the various houses pitted against each other. And lo and behold, we're getting a Dune game from a company that has made a lot of PvP centric games with the Conan games, but also survival games. And I do not like the survival genre. I have tried so many times to get into the survival genre, and I just don't enjoy it. It's not something that I enjoy. I don't like having to micromanage tons of resources while exploring a game. I like story driven, role play heavy RPGs, like MMORPGs. I like World of Warcraft Classic. I like Lord of the Rings Online. I like Star Wars: Old Republic. I like EverQuest 2. I like story in my MMOs, and I like the story to be played out in quests and missions and raids. I'm not a big fan of the story being played out in a planet style, because in most open world survival games the planet is the story. You're sort of forging your own path and creating structures and buildings, and it's you against the environment versus other players as well, but they're usually very light on story and very heavy on just here's this environment, go live in this world and breathe in this world, which is not something that I'm usually interested in. It says here, Dune Awakening combines the grittiness and creativity of survival games with the social interactivity of large-scale, persistent multiplayer games to create a unique and ambitious open-world survival MMO. Rise from survival to dominance in a vast and seamless Arrakis shared by thousands of players. So that doesn't sound to me like, it says rise to dominance. It makes it sound like we're going to be fighting against other players. But I don't see anything here that specifically says PvP. So survive the most dangerous planet in the universe by building shelters against storms, maintaining your still suit, and master the old ways to walk even the deepest of deserts. Avoid or be devoured by colossal sandworms that dwell beneath the sands. So, okay, we're going to be learning how to become Fremen, basically. Explore the ever-changing face of Arrakis. Walk the ruins of long-forgotten biological testing stations, scavenge the wreckage of fallen spaceships, and wander the dusty halls of abandoned sieges. Head into unmapped sectors and be the first to discover siege enrichers before the Coriolis storms once again shift the sands and alter the landscape. So this sounds to me like they're doing some sort of um, ever-changing dynamic zone system, like persistent. Hmm. We'll see how that plays out. Control the spies, control Arrakis. Hunt for spice blows and deploy your harvester, then protect it from opportunistic raiders and rival factions. That might be the PvP right there. Soak the sand in blood as massive battles shift seamlessly from foot to vehicles and from ground to ornithopters in the sky. Make plans for lands. Make a name for yourself among the inhabitants of Arrakis. Wield intrigue and force to influence the Landsrat and impact the world. Build your own faction through sparse harvesting, trade, subterfuge, and open conflict. That all sounds very interesting. If it, yeah, but that says wield intrigue and force to influence the Landsrat. Well, that's the council. So, is there going to be some story elements in this game? If there are, I'm not sure what form they're going to take. This is Awaken the Sleeper. Tailor every aspect of your character. Consume spice to conquer your senses and acquire powerful abilities. Hone your craft to become sought out for the finest creations. Construct your fortress in the style of your choosing. The journey is yours to shape. Now, that's a lot of hype terminology there. Create your own journey. Bah. We're still not being told a lot about the game. This is more of just a marketing. Uh, this is a pitch kit right here. Is what this is. They're pitching us on the idea of their game, but they haven't really told us what any of this is going to look like. We've been given a heavy CGI trailer, and then this stuff right here. Now, if I had to guess, we're still a ways out from any sort of like announcement about gameplay or anything else. I would say, from my perspective, if I was looking at this game and saying, is this something I should be anticipating? I would say yes, if only for the fact it's Dune, and we haven't gotten a Dune MMORPG ever in the history of MMORPGs. Ever. That alone makes it something that I'm anticipating. I am nervous because it's Funcom, and I have not enjoyed Funcom games in the past because I don't like PvP and I don't like open world. So even though open world survival games, even though I love the Conan franchise, I didn't like any of the Conan games they did. That's just me, though. Other people did like those games. I'm looking forward to it. I want to know more. I signed up for the beta. Consider me an interested individual in this game. I think it is worth paying attention to, keeping an eye on. Love to hear your thoughts below. Drop them down there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more like this. If you want to support the channel like all of these amazing people, check the links below. Join as a member here. Join over on the Patreon page. Tune into a live stream. Look forward to having a chat about the game, folks.